You're tired. You've fallen more times than you can count. The world moved on, and you were left standing in the ruins of what could have been. But listen, this is not the end of your story. One more step, just one, can turn your pain into power, your silence into strength, your doubt into destiny. Don't quit now. Everything you've been fighting for is waiting, one step ahead. Asterisk, Chapter 1. When quitting feels easier than breathing, there comes a moment, maybe late at night or in the silence of a lonely morning, when you ask yourself, what's the point of trying anymore? Your heart is heavy, your dreams feel distant, and the fight inside you grows quiet. It's not that you're weak. It's not that you don't care. You're just tired of pushing when no one sees you. Tired of showing up when it doesn't seem to matter. Tired of fighting for a future that still feels so far away. We all reach that place. It's the edge of surrender. And ironically, that's where most people turn back, not because they weren't good enough, but because the weight of almost was too heavy. But what if you held on just one more day? What if the breakthrough was one more step beyond the breaking point? The truth is, most people quit not because they failed. They quit right before they would have succeeded. This chapter isn't here to shame you for feeling done. It's here to remind you that you've survived every worst day so far. And you didn't come this far just to turn around. Take a breath, feel the heaviness, but don't let it define you. Even if your next step is slow, small, or uncertain, take it anyway. Because sometimes the step that feels the hardest is the one that changes everything. Moral: when quitting feels easier than breathing, that's when the warrior in you is being born. Asterisk, Chapter 2. The breaking point is where you begin. You don't truly meet yourself until something inside you shatters, until the plan you had for your life collapses, and all you're left with is the echo of what now. Breaking points feel like the end, but what if they're actually the beginning? Rock bottom isn't just a place of pain, it's a place of clarity. When there's nothing left to hold on to, you realize what truly matters. Your masks fall, your excuses crumble, and in the silence of defeat, something stirs, a deeper strength. This isn't the version of you that smiles through the easy days. This is the version that learns to rebuild from rubble. The breaking point hurts because it's real. But real is where change happens. Real is where you stop pretending and start fighting for yourself. If today feels like the end, look again. Maybe it's just the end of who you were, and the start of who you're meant to become. Moral: the breaking point isn't where you fall apart. It's where you rise with nothing left to lose. Chapter 3. Pain is temporary. Purpose isn't pain, is loud. It demands attention. It tells you to stop, sit, hide. But here's what pain never tells you. It doesn't last. Purpose, though. Purpose waits quietly. It doesn't scream. It whispers. It says, keep going. Every legend has walked through pain and refused to be defined by it. They chose purpose over comfort, growth over ease. You will be bruised on the way to your best life. But you will also be built by what tried to break you. Pain may visit, but it doesn't get to stay. Let your purpose speak louder than your wounds. Moral pain fades, but the purpose it gives you can shape your forever. Chapter 4. Crawl if you must. But move some days. Running isn't possible. Some days, walking feels too hard. But as long as you're moving, even if you're crawling, you are not defeated. You don't have to be strong every day. You don't have to smile through everything. But you do have to keep moving. Why? Because stillness isn't peace when it's forced by fear. It becomes paralysis. And the longer you stay stuck, the harder it is to break free. So crawl, inch forward. Drag your dream with shaky hands if you must, but don't stay where pain found you. Your direction matters more than your speed. Moral: progress isn't about how fast you go, it's about never going back. Chapter 5. Your future is waiting past the fear. Fear isn't the enemy. It's the sign that something important is nearby. The life you want. The dream you see when you close your eyes. It's on the other side of the fear you keep avoiding. Fear will tell you it's not safe. Fear will make you doubt your worth. But listen closely. Fear is loudest right before your breakthrough. Your future isn't hiding from you. It's waiting right past the wall you're too afraid to climb. You don't have to be fearless. You just have to move anyway. Moral fear is the gatekeeper. Your courage is the key. Chapter 6. Failure is not the finish line they told you. Failure means it's over. But they lied. Failure isn't a full stop. It's a pause in your journey, not the end of your story. You failed. That means you tried. You fell. Even better. Now you know what to fix. The most powerful people you admire, they've failed more times than they've succeeded. The difference: they kept showing up. Failure isn't a label. And every lesson is a step closer to the win. Moral: failure is feedback, not final. Chapter 7. Small steps. Big momentum. We often wait for the big lift, the perfect moment, the bold action, the big win. But greatness doesn't come in loud explosions. It comes in small steps, repeated, daily, tiny efforts, consistent decisions, quiet wins. That's how momentum builds. You don't build a mountain by throwing one big rock. You build it by showing up again and again, adding one stone at a time. You may not feel powerful today, but take the step anyway, because motion creates motivation, and every small step is still a victory. Moral: small steps make unstoppable momentum. Chapter 8. You don't have to feel ready is a lie we tell ourselves when we're afraid to begin. You'll never feel completely prepared to change your life. And that's okay. The truth: action creates confidence. Movement builds belief. And growth happens in the middle of the mess, not after it. If you're waiting for perfect timing, you'll be waiting forever. Start scared. Start uncertain. Start messy. Just start. Moral: readiness isn't required. Courage is. Chapter 9. Storms don't stop survivors. You been through enough storms to know one thing: they're loud, they're rough, but they pass. And you're still here. Storms test you, shake you, even break parts of you. But they also reveal what's unshakable inside you. This season may feel endless, but it has an expiration date. Your strength, however, doesn't. Let the storm rage. You don't have to control it. You only need to outlast it. Moral: storms may come, but survivors remain. Chapter 10. Progress over perfection. Every time, you don't need perfect. You need progress. Perfection is a trap, an excuse to never begin or to quit too soon. Progress is honest. It's messy. It's real. Some days you'll win. Some days you'll barely hold on. But both days move you forward. Stop chasing flawless. Start chasing forward. Moral: you don't need perfect effort, just consistent effort. Chapter 11. You are not behind. You're becoming. Comparison tells you you're late. Your mind tells you you're failing. But the truth: you're not behind. You're becoming the version of you that can carry the dream. Becoming someone stronger, wiser, more focused. Stop measuring your life by someone else's timeline. Your story is unfolding exactly as it should. Moral: you're not late, you're in progress. Chapter 12. One more step can change everything. The next step feels useless. You've tried. You've failed. You're exhausted. What's the point of one more step? But here's the truth. The breakthrough you need might be just one step away. Think of every person who almost gave up right before their story changed. They were ready to quit, but they took one last breath. That's all it took. One more attempt. One more inch forward. You never know which step is the one that will shift your life. It's not always the loudest. Sometimes it's the quietest decision you make in the dark to not give up when no one's watching. That one extra push, even when your legs shake. That one more call, even after 10 rejections. That one more sunrise where you get up and keep going. One step doesn't seem like much, but it's everything, because the people who succeed aren't the ones who never fall. They're the ones who never stop getting back up. So, before you quit, take that one more step. It could change everything. Moral. One more step isn't small. It's where the miracle begins. Asterisk, chapter 13. When the world goes silent. To yourself, there comes a point in every journey where the noise dies down. The support fades. The cheers stop. And suddenly, it's just you. And the silence. No one sees how hard you're trying. No one knows how many battles you fight before breakfast. No one claps when you resist quitting again. It's easy to stay strong when everyone believes in you. But what happens when no one's watching? That's where true resilience is born, in the unseen places. When the world goes silent, your voice becomes your anchor. What you whisper to yourself in the dark matters more than anything others ever shouted. If you tell yourself you're not enough, you'll stop walking. But if you say, I can, I must, I will, you'll rise. Sometimes your inner voice is the only thing standing between your dream and your downfall. So protect it, strengthen it, make it your best friend, your shield, your fire, because the world won't always remind you of your worth. But you must. Asterisk, moral success doesn't belong to the strongest or the fastest. It belongs to those who refuse to stop. One more step may look small, but it holds the power to carry you beyond failure, fear, and doubt. Keep going. Your breakthrough could be just one step away.